So trying to make a push through the front right now. We'll see if he does go through the front. This looks like a heavily fortified area with 3 photon cannons and a bunch of units. Scan going down, sees that it is fortified indeed, and he does not want to go there. But instead choosing to drop in the main. But this Stalker army is here to intercept this push. This medevac going down, but there were no units luckily inside. And the Terran going to be taking out the Stalkers first, trying to be pulling back out. Not enough Stalkers to kill the medevacs before they are able to get out of there safely. And we have another attack crew coming down over here. I don't know if this is a misrally or is going to try to harass over here. Well, no, it looks like he's going to be pulling back with his army and regroup. More barracks, no tech labs going down on these yet. Going to be making Marines. The opponent, if we look at the production tab, we have a Templar Archives going down, but nope, robotic space. So going to be going for that High Templar play instead of the Colossus. And I really like this play actually. I've been seeing a lot of Protosses usually go Colossus, and I don't feel like they're the best choice. Everyone says, you know, it is true that once you get 4 Colossus, 5 Colossus, they just make mincemeat of viables, and that is definitely true. But I don't feel like they're that cost effective once those Vikings come out in large numbers and just snipe the Colossus. Unless you have Phoenixes to support and defend against those Vikings, really the Colossus are a big liability. But the High Templar are easily, much more easily, I shouldn't say easily in an absolute term, but relatively compared to the Colossus, they're much more massable, much more reinforceable, and they just lay waste to ground armies of the Terran anyway. So I like the Templar play. And we have a preparation for another expansion going down for the Protoss. Protoss sees this Terran killing off a couple of those pylons and photon cannons that were being warped in. The Protoss comes back to reinforce. Terran scan going down, sees that the army's still there, doesn't want to engage again over there. The probes coming in to build the Nexus over here. So third expansion going down for the Protoss a little bit later than the Terran, who is 3/4 of the way complete with his command center at the gold mineral patches. So once he gets these gold mineral patches and his command center completed, really he'll be having a great income boost in his minerals. And this army right here, gonna try to be doing some harass. Is he gonna be loading this group right here into the medevac? Instead, he pulls over here and tries to harass with these units at this location, but now the Zealots do have charge. Gonna make it harder for these Marauders and these Marines to kite these Zealots. But they do take down a significant number of Zealots, but this army is not going to be harassing over here, as there is another portion of the Protoss army just waiting there to intercept that drop, and these Zealots just pushing back these Marauders, and the Marauders really stemming their way into low life. So these medevacs are going to be using up a lot of energy to try to heal those Marauders back. We have a planetary fortress going down for the Terran, and right now things are really looking good for the Protoss. If we look at the supply, we have 136 supply for the Protoss, while we have only 123 supply for the Terran. And now siege tanks probably going to be coming up. We have a factory going to be landing here. It's already queued up to land there with the tech lab. So probably going to be seeing siege tank and siege tech research soon afterwards. Engagement going down over here. Force fields coming up, trapping these Marauders. Carpet storms laying waste to all the Marauders. Oh my god, and this is what I mean by High Templar. They just wreck bio armies like no tomorrow. Even in this game, people say that, you know, it's not the old Brood War, the same Brood War Psionic Storm, but really, it is damn powerful. And Protoss army pulling back, saying that, you know, he does not want to engage against this planetary fortress, doesn't want to take that risk. So going to be pulling back, trying to kill off these destructible rocks right here, take another expansion. And the Terran coming in from the side, going to try to harass these Stalkers that are trying to kill these rocks right here. The Stalkers are like, why don't you just give us a break? We're just doing hard labor right now. But Terran pulls back after the rest of the Protoss army sees that and tries to engage. Another factory going down for the STC. Ghost coming in. Ghost, do they have any upgrades right now? They do have the Mobius reactor giving them plus 25 energy, so they're able to EMP as soon as they're made. And siege tech going down, almost halfway completed. we have basically upgrades for the Protoss, and we have an EMP going off on the High Templar. So they are reduced to zero energy right now, and we'll see if he keeps the High Templar or decides to do a counterattack soon, or rather a push soon, and morph them into Archons, as that is useful if he's going. And indeed, he does morph them onto Archons. So this signifies that the Protoss is probably going to be doing a push soon. And siege tanks coming down, engagement going down over here, trying to take out this scouting SCV at the Xel Naga, but Protoss backs away, Terran backs away. The Ghost is splattered. Oh my god, that was like Left 4 Dead splatter right there. Holy crap. Anyway, Terran army is separating up, trying to see what's here, if you can flank over here from this position, but the Protoss army really looks strong right now. Terran can't face this one-on-one. It's got Archons, Immortals, everything full health with a bunch of High Templar as well to do Carpet Storms. Protoss army going to try to engage over here. Storms going down. EMP is also going down, but EMP is later than Storms. Feedback going down on the Ghost, killing the Ghost instantly. Two more EMPs going down, but does not reach any of these High Templar, so they have energy full left. And the Protoss going to be engaging over here. Storms going down while we have a separate War Prism drop in the main of the STC, and this could be bad for the STC as he's losing so many units, going down to 138 supply while the Protoss is still at 159, and his entire army seems like it's being obliterated. These siege tanks going to work but not doing enough damage. The patch really took a toll on those siege tanks. This army right here is being actually obliterated by these dropping warped-in zealots, and everything is just being cleaned up in the Terran main right now. And it looks like STC does not have any way to come back in this game. And indeed, he does leave the game, and GG's after he leaves. I'm not sure how he did that, but that is how baller he is. Superstar, excellent game, excellent gameplay, just bearing all of STC's attacks and harasses from there, just bearing it all, taking it all in stride, and then just throwing it back out at the end of the game, just dishing it all back out and saying, STC, let's see if you can handle this. And STC just couldn't hold it. Really, that High Templar play is very nice against Terran for Protoss, and right now I feel like I'm supporting more High Templar instead of the Colossus. Really, Colossus, like I said before, they become a huge viability as the Terran gets a lot of Vikings and just pumps out Vikings. They become really easy targets, but the High Templar are a lot harder to hit, a lot easier to manage the side storms, and a lot easier also to reinforce and more easily mass up than the Colossus. So great game by both players. I really enjoyed watching this and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thanks for watching. Take care.